Okay, and I think I get the same habits as many other people. Long overdue video, and the reason why is, I wanted to do TrueCrypt, and I'm going to do that. I just had something really exciting happening. I told you guys about my Synology Disk-station, and I have a FreeNas Disk-station, FreeNas Box with an old computer with 4 times 2 terabyte hard drives with one drive of it for redundancy. I can still have this running, and I will keep this running because I need a backup. I run my Nextcloud on it and Plex Media servers, things like that. I'm doing the same with my Synology thing. This is the surface. Look at this. The IP is not really relevant because everything will be changing. As you can see, I've just have a tiny hard drive here. And I'm not too sure because I've got only one hard drive, this small, 500 gigabyte. And I ordered an 8 terabyte hard drive, but they cost so much money, so I bought only one for now, because I've got all my backup on my FreeNas. And most likely, I'm not too sure yet, maybe this DSM system is SHR RAID. I don't know if it lets me replace that one disk still as RAID, so that I can later add an 8 terabyte on, so that the 500 gigabyte will be replaced with an 8 terabyte, and one day when I have some money, I add a redundancy 8 terabyte hard drive. I don't know if it lets me do it, so I might have to install the whole thing all over again, which is not a problem because I'm just playing around in a moment. I'm very excited. FreeNas is absolutely great to keep your data safe. The ZFS system is, I would think, superior. BTRFS is maybe, in my opinion, a little bit better because it's not so resource hungry. It doesn't need so much CPU power and RAM. Because you can see this, you can't see. You can't see. So this Synology Disk-station has only 2 gigabyte RAM. I still have an HP laptop which has the same RAM. I've got 2 times 4 gigabyte in it, and I will just try to put one 4 gigabyte on here, so I would have 6 gigabyte. And I actually think that would be more than enough. I'm not running virtual machines, and if I run virtual machines, it will be Linux. And Linux is easy on resources. But why would you run a virtual machine? If somebody can answer that question for me, but I'm trying to find reasons. I have VirtualBox just to run Windows 7 on it in a virtual machine. If I really need something to work with, it's Windows. Like I still have an Office 2007, and that I installed on my virtual machine. And if I ever have to do something really with Microsoft Word or Excel or PowerPoint, then I use that. Because it's nice they give you the online service, but everything they give you is meant to spy on you usually, right? This world is really not giving you much for free, so I have to watch out. Having said this, the idea with my Synology Disk-station is because it has an easy way to provide you with a mail server, which will take longer to look into it. It comes with 5 licenses for free. So I don't need 5 actually, 2, 3 will be good. It comes with a calendar, so goodbye Google Calendar, so no more spying necessary there. Because they have your whole schedule, right? They know everything you do, what you do, so you get easily profiled. And contacts. So you get even profiled who you know, what you do, and all these things. Your whole social network, right? Facebook does the same. I think that's an X-ray world, meanwhile, which is bad enough if they use tools like Facebook. At least then you know what's coming. If they start spying at you behind, this is really bad. This is, to me, deceiving, lying, cheating. That's crooked. It's a criminal offense to me, because for us it's a criminal offense. If I put a video camera without telling you and asking you in your home, you wouldn't just agree with it, right? So nobody would. So how come they go away with this? I just can't understand it. However, I'm using Calculate Linux here, and there might be a challenge. So if somebody has Gentoo, Calculate Linux is based on Gentoo. It just has a nice developer team looking after it, compiling lots of things so you don't have to do all the homework. They do all the theming, stuff like that. It's great work, it's stable, it's fast. I think they're doing even their own kernel. It's not just a generic kernel. So to me it's good, it's really good. The only downside, if you go to Synology, I mean, I'm almost advertising for them. So if they want me to review a box, they can forget about it, just sending it over and I do the work and send it back. No way. Either they send it, I keep it, and this is it. I mean, I'm not switching ever on advertisement on this channel, and I hope YouTube won't do either, because I have no interest. It's not to monetize this channel, this is more for giving back to the community and helping people out, right? Because I got lots of help from people from YouTube. So there's Zulu Reboot, there is Quizup, that's a British guy, he's actually really good for security and stuff like that. He got, anyway, good channel, good stuff. There's Don't Call Me Lenny. There are lots of people, so they're really good, and I learned a lot from them. Sparky was there, I think he still is. It's endless. They're really good people. Even Linux on other stuff. Even though he installs lots of things in a virtual box, when I was watching these videos, I said, no, because it doesn't show you the real problems you get with distros. They're all now optimized for VirtualBox, so it's just perfect, right? But if you have hardware, there are different issues coming up all the time. So that's why I'm saying not all distros are for the same, for all computers. Like I had a HP Pavilion, and I tried to put Linux Mint on it, and I did, and then it had this wireless network disappearing bug happening. Yeah, I'm not anymore a system mechanic. I don't want to do things like that. I want to install it, run it, enjoy it. I want to have a stable, fast, good system, and I like XFCE. There's no way around it. And Calculate is, I just love it. The only downside, hold on, Synology.com. So we go, dang-a-lang, what are they doing here? There we go. So if you go and say Cloud Client, there we have a challenge. So if somebody knows what to do, how to, what the heck, I don't want to Google around, guys. Oh, I cannot believe this. Come on. What do they do? So this is live. This is how you get into trouble. Guys, what are you doing? I mean, I'm a little bit surprised what they do. You know what I mean? Look at this. So why the heck do they let you Google? If I want to Google, I go to Google, right? I don't need the Synology website to Google for me. It looked like it to me. Because it was just relating to different websites. I don't want that. So, PC backup video, external storage, home surveillance, for business, cloud. Is the cloud here? Mail server. Here's easy, mail server. That's what I'm interested in too, to get off, but there's a little bit more behind it. Then I would like to have some surveillance stuff. But the way I see it, I've got no other way. Products, NAS, Disk-station manager, plus series. Let's go. So I've got the 218 plus, and yeah, I cannot recommend go any lower like this if you want to watch Plex media server on it, right? And so if you go to the download center, that could be. So here's Synology Assistant, Cloud Station Backup, Cloud Station Drive, and it does have Cloud Station clients. Synology Sync Decryption. What the heck? Oh, however, so let's go Cloud Station Drive. Application design synchronized files between some. So, however, this Cloud Station, if you can see, it's Windows. No can do. It's Mac. Yeah, you know, Mac is always premium cost, and they make you, after a few years, they say your computer can't do that anymore. You must buy a new one. So that is maybe for rich people, I don't know. But if you want to have a better Mac, just install Calculate Linux on your computer, and you do. And you can customize it the way you want it. You have everything available. Having said this, you can see Fedora gets supported and Ubuntu gets supported. So I don't see any chance to get my cloud client here on... What the heck? Oh, okay, yeah. I just opened it before, that's why it still has a password. because with GKSU I opened it as root, and I got that from, I think, Search. He gave me that hint, and it has a comment in one of my videos. So if I look for, let's say, DS or just cloud, it will be called something like cloud. So there's tons of cloud. I've got Nextcloud, which I run on my see, that's here. That's my Nextcloud client. That's on my FreeNas Box. And there's OwnCloud for the people who like OwnCloud. I don't really have a preference. I don't like this trash talking from one or the other. I just don't like too much politics at all. So what you see, there's no Synology stuff coming up. So I'm wondering, how do I get my Synology Cloud Sync kit done? Do I need it really? I want it, because they give you even the options to sync clouds. Like you can put your Dropbox, if you have OneDrive, all these things. That Synology Cloud will do all of it. That syncs it all. So instead of having there's 3 or 4 clients, you just have one, and it's all in one, which is pretty neat. So I would love to have it. If somebody knows how to get that on, or a substitute, or anything what you can do in Gentoo or Calculate Linux, that would be nice. It's called the DS, like for Disk-station, Cloud Client. That's what I would like to have, and it should be here. I downloaded it in Ubuntu, for Ubuntu, so I've got a smart as I am in my downloads folder. I have a Synology folder. I'll tell you that. Synology Assistant, Plex Media Server, DSM, Node Station. That's another thing. I think that Synology Disk-station pays off by itself, because Synology Node will synchronize with Evernote, what I used a lot. My wife used it a lot. So if I can just shortcut this, then you don't have to subscribe anymore and all these things. And here's Synology Cloud Station, but it's a depth file. There is a way how you get the source code out of it, I guess, like that. And then you might have to recompile it, but I'm not the compiler guy. So if somebody knows how to do it, what to do, and I mean it has to pull the dependencies too, that would be nice. Because why is Gentoo behind it? Because Gentoo is a rolling release. It's kind of a bleeding edge. I might just put that on here on the Calculate Linux forum. Like here, when I had a problem, that's a very good example. So that's not a good example. It's a good example too, right? But I had, for example, Viber. I couldn't install Viber, so I posted it here, and in no time I had help. People say, "Oh yeah, it's a server problem, not a problem." Yeah. Told you so. Ignore this, watch that. Here, Viber install error, fetch failed, blah blah blah. So in no time I had help, and I even got the update. It's solved. You can test now. So that's great. If you need help, you just go to the Calculate Linux forum. If you're in North America, there's a little time difference, because there's some more in for the European time zone. So a little bit 6-7 hours ahead or something. And so the answer might take a little moment, but you get an answer, you get help, and that's always good. So that's what I'm going to do. I will post here something about my Synology Disk-station, and I can't get a cloud client, which is terrible. And I will do the same thing on Synology and ask them why do they ignore rolling releases like Gentoo, Arch. Arch, I'd actually have to have a look if Arch has it. So it's possible that Arch has it. Why don't we use Google? Synology Cloud Client or Gentoo. Oh, spelling would help. If you can write nowadays, that is giving you such an advantage. Download Center, Synology. You see? And there you get nothing, because it's not there. Download Center, DS218. Don't go for the lower ones, because the CPU power is just really too low. Here, all the forget about the 216s and stuff like that, and the Play, they're just too weak. So Synology Assistant, it's all just RPM and depth files, so it's Fedora kind of, and it's pretty bad. Don't want it. Why do you do this to me? Share Raspberry forms and all the package from Common. So I have to look into this. If somebody knows the answer, that would be great. Let's see what they do in Arch. Well, forget about this. It shouldn't show up because it says Arch, right? Like it said Gentoo before. The AUR, Synology Cloud Station Drive. So, ding-a-ling. How does this happen? they do have it. So after the video I might just sit down for 10 minutes and cry a bit. Why do they have it and I don't? I want it. So here are the source codes. You see, that's what they do, I think. They just takes that out. But I mean, somebody did it in the AUR. Would be nice if somebody can do it in Gentoo. That would be great. I might have to post it on a Gentoo forum too. But I will try first Calculate Linux, because these people are doing a very good job. They might just get the source code and compile it, and then you have it on the Calculate Linux repo, which comes here, which is always preferred before the others because it's compiled, right? Where is it? Ah, here it is. So if you go in repo, no, we don't go in repo. Forget about it. Here, it's preferred to find the Calculate Linux repo, and there are the compiled versions. And if it isn't there, then you could still choose the Gentoo repo. Yeah, so I'm not giving up. I'm very confident they get this running, and I will post this, and then off it goes. I just wanted to make a video that you guys know. I've been very busy. I wanted to do a part-time job, which was in the beginning full-time, which is great, but threw off my whole plan. My wife was home since Wednesday. She leaves again on Sunday. She works more than 300 kilometers away, so she has a home there too. She's a teacher. And I got to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday driving instructor courses, so I do that too. I'm looking for ways to get some kind of self-employed and do things a little bit more flexible the way I want it. That's why I want to have a part-time job. With that I can work around, then I can do my driving instructor. I hope to finish my commercial pilot license, hopefully if the weather ever stabilizes here. That Nibiru system is really causing havoc here on Earth, I think. That's why we have these strong winds, warm winter, and the whole weather is going up and down. So, yeah, it's not just Earth struggling. I think the whole planet, solar system is struggling. However, now you know, I'm one of these guys. However, so I want to do my flight instructor, and I want to keep this channel running. Giving back to the community. So this is more an update with a question: how do I get the Synology software running on Gentoo? It seems Arch has it done. I trust Gentoo can do it too. And if Gentoo doesn't do it, I could imagine that Calculate Linux is just compiling this stuff and off it goes. And then you can use it in Calculate Linux. And if, or better saying, when it's done, I'll post another video and then I'll show you guys how it works. And yeah, because I would like to stay with Calculate Linux. I think I have a sound problem here, so I'm not too sure if I have a headset on with the microphone in front of my mouse, but it is possible that my laptop is recording through the built-in microphone too. But I haven't worked that out yet. I'm a little bit lazy troubleshooting stuff like that. So that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I have running here. See, so I've got a little news thingy client running, and yeah, Synology Disk-station. So I think it's a good tool. I will update you guys with my findings, see how it does, what it's doing. Yeah, I just have to get the little hurdles taken from Calculate Linux to get this at least a cloud client running. Then there's, I think with that you can do already almost everything you want, because you just, every folder you want to have synchronized, just put it in your cloud, off it goes. And I got it running on my Android phone, and it's a little bit a hiccup. It's not nice how you set it up. Like Nextcloud is much nicer to do this. And Android, it's almost tinkering. For every folder you just want to synchronize, you have to create a folder for it, which can cause trouble, because on Android you have Viber downloads, WhatsApp downloads, Facebook downloads with the pictures and stuff like that. Then you have your own camera, videos, photos. So that's already a bunch of folders you should have there, which I don't want. I want everything in one folder. So it's a little bit scratching the left cheek with the right hand, right? So I'm not a fan of it. That's not streamlined. That is weird stuff. Shouldn't happen. Okay, stay tuned. The TrueCrypt VeraCrypt video will be coming, but I think after the weekend. And I don't know how much I get done now on this weekend. I don't think much. I had supposed to be Tuesday off, but that's gone because I've got no Friday, just half day working. Then I have to go to the city, do my courses Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm back. And I think then I should have more time again. It comes up. Trying to get my plane tomorrow, but weather is weird. We have very strong winds here, most times 40 kilometers per hour and more. Temperatures were up to 9 degrees plus. Yeah, that's the winter for a country where we should have minus 25 and stuff like that. So everybody can see it, nobody is noticing it, but our weather is off and there are reasons for it, and I don't think we got told the truth. In one way I understand it, because people would panic, but they had years of preparation, but they just decided not to. And yeah, I don't know, people always panic, but why panic? You can't change it anyway, so just go do your stuff. But if people panic, then sometimes the idea, oh no, I have to rape now people, or rob, or whatsoever, which is, I cannot understand this. Just keep going with your job, make sure everything is running, because if we all fall apart, then the whole society is depending on each other. If the binman doesn't come, you have all the stuff in front of your house, rats are coming. If the fuel truck is not coming, you can't fill up your car anymore. If the electric guys don't go to the war, you don't have any more hydro stuff. So everybody just keep going. It's not that we can change anything, right? But my opinion, I truly believe in Jesus. I'm not sure if I believe in churches, because holy moly, my experience with churches, it seems to be a hobby or culture, or what do I know what that is? You know, they pray for you, and when they have a chance to help, they turn their back. So you don't need anybody to pray for you like that. They're sincere people, but I think they're the minority, which is pretty sad. But I mean, it's what it is always, right? The church has always been abused big time for personal pride, ego, show off, power, whatever. Yeah, you name it, it's all there. It's like in every organization, everything gets abused. So, this little guy, I like him a lot, and it seems he's doing a good job. And it says, in a world without fans and walls, who needs gates and windows? I mean, why windows if you can have the whole house, right? Haha, get Linux, get calculate Linux, it's a good thing. I'm very certain we get the Synology software running here too, because all it is recompiling. I'm just not the compiler type. If I could, I would just do it and provide it for everybody. But I'm not that good, and I don't want anymore, because my life is getting busy, and I'd rather show little videos about help, little things. You know, I had made a few videos where people liked it and it helped them, and that's what I want to do. So everybody has a little job, right? We all try to help each other. So here I run my update a bit, see what's going on. By the way, be a little bit careful if you have the up-to-date kernel. If you use, I think, bcache, you can get corrupted data. I think it's a 4.14 kernel. There's something out, so don't use it just yet. There's a bug, they have to fix it first. So I don't recommend anyway always using the latest kernel, because it's a trap. No, it can happen, it's not on purpose, of course. But these things get so complicated, there's, I don't know, so many thousand lines of codes meanwhile. Things can happen. So if you use Arch, I would go for the LTS kernel, which is just short behind the latest. And here with Gentoo, with Calculate, I just trust these people, they do a good job, and it never let me down in the past, and now since I got it back, it doesn't give me any hassle. Maybe the sound issue, but that is most likely me. See, I've got Archie, I've got Solus, I haven't booted in either for a long time. Light I use for gaming because I've got the NVIDIA graphic card here. I've got a FreeNas laptop with 2 graphic cards. And Arch got trouble, Solus is installing it, the NVIDIA graphic card, and Ubuntu based do that too. Everybody else doesn't and can't get it. I mean, they can maybe get it running. Bumblebee does not work. For me, it cooks my laptop, and I actually would like to use it. So, yeah, NPass, that is my little tool for my passwords. I got free, what's it called, LastPass 2. I try to get off all these things, like NPass is in my own cloud, in my next cloud, right? That's where I use it. My data is safe now with Synology. I try to get off some other services to host them myself. And let's see how that goes. And I make, hopefully, if I'm successful, I will make some videos. I'm very certain you can do most of that stuff on FreeNas, but it's more tinkering. Nextcloud is easy, have plugins. OwnCloud you can use, have plugins. Plex is a plugin. If you use something like Zap, NZBD, Next, NZBGet, Sonar, Radar, that is totally easy to do on a FreeNas box. But yeah, you can even do your web server, and then you could do your mail server and all these things. But I like Synology for the simplicity they provide. Having said this, it's a little bit different because with the simplicity comes a different logic you have to follow. So I'm figuring that out, learning what I'm doing. And yeah, I want to get off some services. So all I need now is to get somebody to compile the stuff. The best is from Calculate Linux. Then Synology software. If they would do that, that would be great, because then you can install everything on your Calculate Linux and there's no reason to change anything. Because I don't want to run a virtual machine just to run these things in the background, right? I mean, I have enough power. This is a gaming laptop, but no, I don't want it. Right? What for? And I trust they can do it, and if they can't do it, then somebody from Gentoo hopefully can do it. And Synology, I don't know if they do it. I mean, they did it for Fedora, they did it for Ubuntu, I can understand. Who knows? We got to wait and see. So that's my i7 CPU, so let's see. And yeah, I wanted to make a video just to let you guys know. I see that I have a new subscribers, I have people watching the videos, which makes me happy. And if I just help one guy with a video or girl, that is perfect, and it did its job. And if it hasn't done it yet, maybe it does it in the future. That is great to me. Won't be monetized. You won't see whatever his name is, the guy with the Linux courses forever when you watch my videos. That's not going to happen. At least not if I can influence it and I don't do the monetary thing on. And yeah, if somebody of you guys know how to compile stuff in Calculate, how about you make a video about it? Then I make a video about your video, and how can I say this? Follow your steps live here, so that people see how to do it. Yeah, that would be actually great, I think. So yeah. Yeah, Synology tools, like the client, the drive thing, the cloud backup stuff, and so that would be great. That would be, I think it's 3 or 4 of their software which you need. Maybe in the next video I'll go a little bit more in detail. This was just here. I wanted to do it before I got to go to work because I have to go any moment. And I didn't want to let you guys sit there and what's wrong with Dirk? Why is he not putting any videos on? Because I'm terribly busy. Not planned, not scheduled, just out of nothing. And on Saturday I might have to do the brakes from my wife's car because they're squeaking, so that has to be done. And here in town nobody wants to work Saturdays from the mechanics, so I have to do it myself. Well, I hope it goes well, guys, or hear all about it. So, saying I'm not being a system mechanic, so I have to do still things like that, right? It's just, doing it would be easy, but I don't have all the tools, so I have to work with my car jack and stuff like that, and whatever I can find in my garage. So now you know all my personal problems are too. Oh dear me, now I get profiled through YouTube too. Alright, yeah, I made videos about Tor browser, don't use it for criminal thing. Firefox is just here for me as a warning example for people that I don't forget to mention it. Use WaterFox, I made a video there too, how to get that running. Much nicer. I think Chromium is doing a good job too. I'm happy Thunderbird is... Why do they write still Mozilla there? I would not use that name anymore. Your privacy is important to us. Yeah, that's why you want to know everything. Get the heck out of here. My job. My bedroom is mine. You don't have to peek around. And when I Google, you don't have to Google around either. It's bad enough that Google is doing it. So I use DuckDuckGo usually. Okay. Guys, we have to watch out for our privacy or we're losing it. Then they try now to make something with the internet very bad. This world is changing from bad to worst, you know what I mean? Next time we get all a camera on our head, right? And a microphone somewhere, and then we have supercomputers or AI analyzing everything. So I don't know what's going on here. This is terror bad. triple bad. It's actually very bad. I don't know. What the heck? Who thinks has the right to do this? You know what I mean? We're not slaves. Not to mankind. I'm a slave of Jesus, and that means I'm free. So they do not have the right. I mean, what do you think? They should maybe look back what France did with their kings and queens, right? If you pull it over the top, the fork is running. And I'm sorry for these governments. Soldiers are fork too, and they're not puppets. So if you think you can hide behind them, that might just go totally wrong. So, but before I get totally political, I have to see what that black van is doing in front of my house. It's a phone company for it. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, guys, I have to switch off or I get really in trouble. Okay. Stay tuned, guys. There will be good things coming up, I hope. As I said, this TrueCrypt, VeraCrypt, and I will still see if it works like it was before, that you can make like you encrypt your laptop when it boots up, and you have an encryption in the encryption. So if somebody forces you to give your password away, you give them the fake encryption, and they're all happy. And because it's encrypted from the beginning, nobody can see that there's another encryption. And I think that is why TrueCrypt had to stop doing their stuff. VeraCrypt picked it up. Is it the true thing? Not too sure anymore. Because if TrueCrypt got visited, I can imagine they get visited too. Or maybe they had to put some backdoors in whatsoever. I don't understand all that. I mean, just imagine the information they can get over one person. You need 10 people to analyze this. And time. But time doesn't stand still because days progress. So, looking over my shoulder here. Okay. Yeah, the good thing is I have nothing to hide actually, but still doesn't mean that I have to live in a glass house and everybody has the right to open all my doors and cupboards and drawers and bedroom and whatsoever, right? It's a principle. Like, it shouldn't be taken away. And we have to defend our privacy. That's not working. So, now before I get really in trouble, guys, have a good day. Sorry that it took longer here. I'm really sorry. I wanted to do usual daily videos. It will come back to it. Before Christmas it gets maybe a little bit more hectic, wife coming, stuff like that, and busy stuff. I don't know when the driving instructor, when I have to start training, like theory classes and some driving in the evening. But then things become easier in January, so I will keep up with some videos. I can't promise daily videos anymore because that would be wrong, and I should go to in the politics if I can't hold promises and throw them all around. So at least I try weekly videos, and I want to make them more meaningful than this video. This video is really just giving you an update why it took long. I got a Synology Disk-station. Trouble I have, can't get the client running on my Calculate Linux Gentoo. So I hope somebody will find it, how to do it. I would love to publish this. If Calculate Linux does, that would be even better. Then I can just show people, just get it out of your repo, install it, and it's all doing okay because they look after the dependencies too, right? So that would be totally great. I will post it on the forum, see what's coming. That was it. It was a kind of a shout telling you guys, oh, I'm sorry. On the other hand, need help. And that was a channel to help people. Right now I'm calling for help. What's going on here? Yuck, embarrassing. No, that's life. That's how it is. And protect your privacy, people. Don't give it away. I know 95% of us have nothing to hide, but that doesn't mean we have to sit in a glass house and everybody can come in and open our drawers, right? That's not how it is. And I wonder what all these smart TVs do, how many cameras and microphones are built in, and then when they're, like Mattel building a Barbie doll which is spying on our kids. Yeah, what the heck? Why are they not in prison? I mean, it drives me crazy. I cannot understand it. And everybody just takes it on the chin. Oh yeah, they mean well. No, they don't mean well. They don't have the right. This is it. No. The answer is no to spying on you. Can't do. Get a little bit more sensitive when it's about your privacy. Don't just take it. Like Firefox. What the heck is wrong with these people? Why do all the people think all of a sudden they should spy? Why is that? And how do they think? What makes them think they have the right to do so? What the heck? What makes them think they have the right to do this? But I mean, yeah, and then you get this Muppet show on TV, I think these politicians, I really believe they call each other after the TV show. I really believe that they believed our show. You played the bad guy, I was the good guy, wasn't that great? You know what I mean? Because they like to rule with fear. Forget about fear. Just get Jesus in your life. We're born to die, so what can you lose? You die anyway, right? So who cares? But if you're a Christian, you live forever. This is it. That's my opinion and my belief. I can still have it for now. They take everything away nowadays. And I think in 2016, everybody woke up and thought, I have to be offended of everything now. What the heck? If you're why offended? If you don't like it, don't listen. This is it. Turn around. Oh, and you don't have to kill anybody just because they have a different opinion. So that's another thing. Yeah, there's lots of things I just don't understand. How can people take other people's life? And for what? For $20? For he looked bad at me? He took my right of way? What the heck is going on with mankind? We're not supposed to be like that. Dang, this becomes a political channel. I really have to build a script and work with the script. I always get carried away. Sorry guys. Well, I'm concerned about mankind. The ordinaries like you and I, the workers, and those who are still a little bit awake. And I think everybody who uses Linux, doesn't matter which distro you use and which Linux you use, I think we're all a little bit concerned about our privacy and what people do. And that's a good thing. And we have millions of people working on our source code, checking it out. If somebody's tinkering or doing funky stuff with it, they will find it. It comes out and it won't last long. And that's actually great. I would not know what to do if there wouldn't be Linux. Yeah, there would be FreeBSD. But you have a committee. In Linux are more people looking into it. I do believe that FreeBSD is honest too. But they're a little bit, what do we have, 2017? So let's say they're 17 years behind Linux now, because I think in the last year Linux made a huge jump, because all of the Linux distributions are working fine now and they do almost everything. So, but that's my opinion again. Oh dear me, I get in trouble here guys. Sorry, that's a long video. I guess I will upload it. Be patient with me. Just comment on what you think in general. Do I really have to stop and get carried away? Because this is just concern, It's really concern. I'm not understanding what's going on. What the heck is going on? How? You know what I mean? How? And what's the difference between a company and a private person? So a private company can spy, goes away with all crimes, and a private person can't even park wrong. If you don't pay your ticket, you go to prison. What the heck? Justice is blind. We all know it. She's blindfolded. That's why she can't see. That's a little bit explanatory, self-explanatory. What the heck? Okay, guys, that's me. I try to get less political, and I will always be concerned about privacy. This is it. That will not go away. And I will always recommend people watch what you're using. If somebody gets highlighted, don't trust them anymore. They tried once, they try again. This is it. That's my opinion. They get the trust for free, and when they break it, this is it to me. There's no way back. Wolf stays wolf, even if he doesn't want to eat it cheap today. So no way. There's somewhere a bad bone doing these things. It's like in some games, right? So I like to play a certain game, and they were listening in the beginning, and that game became good. And now the elbow fighters, I call them elbow fighters, they invade every company. They have a huge mouth, no knowledge, good talkers, but can't really do anything. And they punch with their elbows those who build up the company out of the business. And because they punch more and more out of the business, the quality of that company goes down big time. And then all of a sudden, a good game is worth trash. And I don't know, companies are blind nowadays, or they like big talkers, they don't like anything getting done. It's the same like, some supervisors. But I stop right here. In the moment I'm happy how my life is. Private, or in general. There's just so much going on in this world where I I can't believe it. I don't watch news or stuff like that much. I just read some things because I think it's the TV is a huge brainwashing machine. They try to get you used to thoughts which are foreign and shouldn't be pulled through. They're against everything what I can ever imagine. And if you're against it and don't swim with the wave, then you're whatever. You know what I mean? They find words to make it a crime having your own mind. So, yeah. There's weird stuff going on. I mean, but the whole world is going like that, you know? Where do you go then, right? I don't know. Let's see how that continues. Yeah. Dear me. Okay, so this was it now. I think that's a 5-minute video. I'm here soon, guys, and sorry, got carried away. Leave some comments. I mean, yeah, be careful with your comments because everybody will read it. All the governments are interested in my super duper videos and on your comments. That was ironic, kind of a joke, but you never know. So just write carefully what you think. Stay general, then nobody can nail you down. Be flexible. Pull it like a politician, right? You can say 1,000 words and you haven't really said anything. All sounded good and didn't do anything. Okay, this is it now. I have to go. You see, we're at kernel 49.51. And that's a calculated Linux kernel. Woohoo! Okay. Good job. I just need these Synology clients running. That would be nice. Okay, guys, this is it now. Really, this is it. I have to go soon. And have a good day. And it is Friday today, Black Friday, and I don't think I'll get anything done before Sunday night. I might get a video done. Sunday could work. Otherwise I'll try Monday. So next week should go a little bit more easier. Okay, guys. Okay, have a good day. Watch your privacy. Get Calculate Linux. Support these people a little bit if you can. Any questions, comments, please write them down. Let me know. And I hope you bear with me here. I will work with a script one day, and then I should get less carried away. Well, I get carried away anyway, but I will be a little bit more organized when I get through. So this was kind of an update, kind of a shout for help for my Synology software to get the most out of my station, and the way to get some of your services private, like calendar, contacts, notes. So it might save money too, and I think it will. So the whole idea is not too bad. Okay, guys. This is it now. I will try to switch it off with my keyboard. Usually it doesn't work, and you see all the other things happening. Have a good day and see you soon.